Hello. Today we're going to take a look at the fuel log in both the central and remote files. This is the central file that we're looking at. This is the file that you will be accessing from your desktop. The fuel log provides you and your captains one location to record all fuel ups with information such as date, boat, engine hours, fuel and captain, location, cost per gallon, number of gallons, and then total cost. This is intended to help you keep track of the cost and the frequency of your fill ups so that you can better assess each boat's income and expense. We're going to start today by creating a new fuel log, so we'll click this button. And as you can see, it's going to auto-populate with today's date. However, if you're doing entries for last week, this is an easily editable field. You can go ahead and just type in the date that you want, or you can click on this calendar pop-up if you don't exactly remember the date. Next, you're going to input engine hours. This is important because the engine hours from this fuel up are going to work with the engine hours from the previous fuel up to help you calculate fuel efficiency of the boat that you're refueling. You're then going to input your cost per gallon and the number of gallons of the fuel up. You'll then select your boat and the fueling captain. Lastly, you're going to select location, and this is what we call a drop down, so it's an easily editable field. If you're fueling up at a location that you haven't used before, all you need to do is click edit and then add the name of the location that you're at and save. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and scroll down to the bottom, and you can see that Sarah Fuller filled up Wayfarer on the 2nd at new location. One of the nice things about the fuel log is that it has various options for filtering. So as you can see up here, you can filter for a specific date range, such as this week, last week, this month, or you can do a custom date range. So you go ahead and click that, and then you'll input your criteria that you wish to search for. And it's going to go ahead and pull up all of the fuel logs for the month of June. You can also continue to filter this by selecting a captain and then selecting a boat. So you'll end up with a result of a specific date range for a specific captain for a specific boat. Only Sarah Fuller on Second Wind in June. These filtering options are a great way for you to only see the information that you're interested in viewing at the time. Another way that you can view your information is the list view. In order to access list view, you can come up and click this button right here, or you can click the name of the module that you're currently in. And then that's going to bring you over to list view. As you can see, the list view has maintained the filters that you set in the form view. Only June, only Second Wind, only Sarah Fuller. If you notice up here, it says 2 of 53, so you're looking at only two fuel logs out of a total of 53 in your entire system. We can click Show All, and then that's going to go ahead and bring up all the fuel logs that are in your system, all 53 of them. One of the great things about using List View is you have the ability to sort any of these entries. So you can click Date, you can sort by boat name, you can really sort by any of these titles up here, number of gallons. Another powerful feature in List View is the ability to perform finds. In order to do that, you can click the find icon up here, or you can click Control F or Command F, depending upon whether you're using a Windows or a Macintosh computer. When you're in find mode, you can search by any of the criteria that has a spyglass, so date, boat name, anything up here. So we're going to go ahead and perform a search for all orders in the month of June. You'll note I didn't put the year in there because if you're searching for the current year, you don't need to add that. We'll then click Perform Find, and it's going to bring up all of the fuel logs for the month of June. Again, you'll see we have 21 of 53. If you have a search that you're going to be referencing frequently, you can do what's called a saved find. So you'll come up here to the saved find, click on that, save current find, and it's going to automatically name it by whatever criteria you put in there. You can save this name, or you can give it a unique name. These saved finds are dynamic, so as you make more fuel entries in the month of June, they will add to this list. So we'll come back to the fuel log, we'll do another one. We'll do it for June 30th. Number of gallons. And it's saving Second Wind and Sarah Fuller because that is the search criteria that you have set up from the previous time when we were doing our searches. We'll then go ahead and do the location and click save. This is a warning that's going to pop up if the boat that you're refueling is due for any type of maintenance based upon the maintenance schedule. So Second Wind is due for an oil change based upon the engine hours that you specified in this fuel up. And that's going to save. We'll go back to list view, click on saved finds, look for our June, and now we have 22 because Sarah Fuller did this 6:30 fill up on Second Wind. We're now going to go ahead and take a look at the fuel logs on the remote file. This is the main order screen on the remote file. So what you're going to do is go ahead and click menu, and that's going to bring you to the central file and prompt you to log in. This ensures that all of your logs and information are secure. And please note you do have to have an internet connection in order to do fuel logs. So you'll go ahead and click fuel log, and you can see that you're logged in as Sarah Fuller. It's going to automatically filter by the captain, Sarah Fuller. And we'll go ahead and click new fuel log. And again, this is an easily editable field, so you can either delete out what's in there, you can use this scroll right here, or you can just type whatever date you want in. You can refill any engine hours, the cost per gallon, and then the number of gallons. It's going to hold your not on call, the factor Sarah, and then just like in the central file, you can add a location. So you'll go ahead and go to edit values. And the locations that you add in the remote file on your iPad will automatically be added to the central file on the desktop. Click save. You will also get the same pop-ups on the iPad as you get on the computer if a boat is in need of maintenance. So we're going to go ahead and use the same filtering options that are available in the central file on this remote file. And we're going to look at... And you'll see again it automatically auto-populated the year. And you can see that Sarah Fuller filled up not on call at location 2 on the 23rd. So coming back to the central file, you'll see that we have this fuel up on June 23rd for Not on Call by Sarah Fuller from new location 2. That wraps up the fuel log. Thank you for watching.